Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So we are ready for another video. I changed my background. It was bare without something behind me. Um, yeah, I gotta fill in this other spot though. I had three ghouls behind, wait, a witch, a ghoul, and something else behind me for like a whole month. And now I'm gonna do a barn. I like barns. Barns are cool. So anyways, this video is going to go up on Veterans Day. So I would like to personally thank all our veterans for everything that you do and did and sacrificed for us, for our freedom, even though we have limited freedoms because the government keeps tabs on that. So, anyways, but I still appreciate you and thank you so much. So let's get into today's story. So I was going to do a different story, but I decided not to. I am going to do, I actually went and shot footage for this last month, something like that. I don't know. I don't even know how I had time. But anyways, I shot footage for this video. So I figured I might as well use this up so I can make room for other stuff. So today is about the Hope and Anchor Pub, which is here in Rockford. Actually, it's Luz Park, I believe. So anyways, let's get into it because we're getting back into our haunted series stuff. So let's get into it. The Hope and Anchor English Pub can boast the title for one of Rockford's oldest restaurants, especially now that Maria's is closed. Maria's was another restaurant, but I think it was a pizzeria. I don't know. It is also one of the most haunted, at least according to owner Karina Robbins. Karina and her husband Ian have been the owners for almost 7 years now, and they really embrace the fact that their place is haunted. The Robinsons purchased the old Mayflower restaurant, which had claims to fame for fine dining since the early 1930s. Eddie Armstrong owned the restaurant back in the spring of 1936, coming here from Beloit, where he ran the 613 and the Butterfly Clubs. The restaurant during Eddie's time was known for the steaks and the orchestra for dancing. Delbert White, that's another Delbert. I've never heard this name before I started doing these videos, and now I'm seeing Delbert everywhere. It was in the last video too. Must be a popular name around here. I don't know. Anyways, Delbert White ran it in the 1940s, and it became very popular with the social clubs to hold their meetings and business luncheons there. Anthony Salamone bought the Mayflower from Ted Rowell and Bud Floden in 1968. Though, according to Karina, that may not be what really happened. Floden and Rowell purchased the restaurant in June 1968 and, less than 6 months later, turned it over to Salamone. The story is that Tony won the restaurant in a card game. I can see that. People gamble their whole lives away, so I can believe that. Food must have been in the Salamone blood. Tony's family came from a small village on the outskirts of Venice, Italy. They moved to Rockford in 1911, and Carl, the father, had the idea to open up a delicatessen shop in the front of his home on Kent Street. Did I drive? I think I drove down Kent Street too. Damn, I didn't get no. Well, anyways, guys, sorry. He sold spaghetti, fresh and dried fruits, and dried meats. He wanted to expand and started to sell fresh meat for much cheaper than the other markets around. The shop was very popular, and the family was able to purchase a store in 1914 at 1210 South Main Street, which is where this place is. By 1922, they had 5 different markets throughout the city. The whole family was very successful, and whether Tony bought or won the restaurant, he continued the tradition of his family. But that success seemed to end after Tony's ownership ceased. In fact, the Mayflower went through so many owners and financial problems that people started to say that it might be cursed. You know, I thought that too, because I'd be like, damn, they changed it again? Why do they keep changing this place? And there's a house down the street from me. I keep thinking the same thing. People don't stay there for longer than 6 months. There's something wrong with it. Probably haunted. Nobody's gonna admit it. Anyways. Between the years of 2004 and 2009, the restaurant had 7 different owners and a few different names. See, I'm telling you, every time I drive by, I'm like, damn, it changes again? What the fuck is going on? Karina and Ian have set up a display to honor the history of their establishment and Tony's memory, and they think that this has helped them. Karina and her husband Ian knew there was something unique about their location almost from the very start. They heard footsteps going up and down the stairs, and then the sound of someone pacing in the office area above the bar. They would store extra glassware in a basement room, but every day when they went down to get some, they would find glasses broken on the floor. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad. Like, if you're going to break things, you need to pick it up too. Because I don't play this. I don't care. You're going to break glasses, clean that shit up. All right. Anyways, Karina explained we don't keep them down there anymore. Yeah, I wouldn't keep them down there either, but I'd also be in arguments with ghosts, so it's like, you're gonna clean this shit up, man. Clean it up. Clean it up. People who knew Tony Salamone when he was alive always mentioned that he loved to play tricks on people. That's not a trick, that's bogus as hell, dude. Bogus as hell. He also liked women, especially attractive blondes. Apparently, according to psychics Paul Smith and Sarah Boker, he still does. Sometimes, if there is a blonde in the woman's room, Tony might pull their hair, or if she is really lucky, according to Karina, it might swat her backside. There is now a chair in the bathroom for the spirit to use. They gave him a podium chair. He ain't gonna use that. He's too busy spanking people as they come in. Another story that the staff has shared involves the upstairs office. This area is behind the public use room upstairs. It definitely has a different feeling from the rest of the building. Apparently, the room was once the office for the owners. Female staff members don't like to go into this room because they claim they feel as if they are not welcome there. Psychics Paul Smith and Sarah Boker both experienced this feeling that some shady business might have been carried out in the room. Though they can't tell exactly when this might have happened, they theorize it was probably during the early 1930s and 40s. Women were not part of these deals, Paul Smith stated. The psychics also had the impression that someone might have gotten hurt as a result of a business deal gone wrong. They did not feel that the person died in the office. However, there was a confrontation and someone was possibly stabbed. This claim has yet to be validated by research. One staff member who was in charge of the early morning preparation work would come into the restaurant earlier than anyone else. She sometimes would bring her little daughter in with her. While she was setting up the place, her little daughter would entertain herself with the books and toys she brought along from home. Sometimes the little girl would talk to herself and even hold conversations. She's not talking to herself. My kids never did that. They never did that. The staff member just assumed she was talking to an imaginary friend. Okay. The daughter got older and stopped coming in as often. One day, the staff member heard her daughter talking in her room at home. She went in to check on her and asked the daughter who she was talking to. The little girl explained that Tony had come to see her at their house because he had missed her and she hadn't visited the restaurant in a while. The staff member stated that she never shared the previous owner's name with her daughter, and she had no explanation of how her daughter knew that information. She did share that her daughter was never frightened by the visits and even seemed to enjoy Tony's company. There are also tales of someone playing tricks on people in the bathrooms. Sometimes, when the owners are there early or late, after their guests are gone, they would hear the sound of the faucets turning on. Here we go again, guys. Paying the water bill? No, you're not. Turn that shit off. Paul and Sarah believe that this is the spirit of a little girl. She appears to be about 6 to 7 years old, has long brown hair, and spends time by the staircase to the second floor. She likes to play tricks on people by turning the faucets on and off. No one seems to know why she is haunting the Hope and Anchor. She just seems to enjoy the attention. One thing is for certain, whether you come for the unique menu, great music, or if you're really bold for the ghosts, you are sure to get more than you ever expected at the Hope and Anchor English pub. So that is the end of that one. I like very short videos, guys. I'm trying. Some of them videos were long. The one I did this last week was super long. I had to do so much to shorten it and then still keep it entertaining. Not entertaining. Keep some of the facts in there, but it was hard and it was like 20 minutes. And I felt horrible. And then I had to edit it. You guys have no idea. It's painstaking. So anyways, on that note, if you guys liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.